handwritten, and there are still, and Joe Stump is forcing us right now in a program to handwrite 3, just because I want the cap, that's all. The rest go by send out cards.
Okay,
It's
so
easy.
I put a picture.
So
of
I
it
used
on
to
it.
do the survival kit, you know? And Michelle's like, why the fuck are you giving people toilet paper? That's ridiculous. Do not do this
I can just
stupid
imagine.
box.
I do it. I never give anybody
So
comments.
she always does this, and she actually puts 2 champagne
Wow, that's
flutes in
nice.
it, and she would only do champagne, but I don't support drinking, so I put a nice fancy bottle of organic sparkling such and such. She had one client complain already. She went and delivered them alcohol.
See, and we're doing more baskets without food.
Oh,
So we're putting the Google Chrome in, a
So-
cookbook, a cookbook,
yeah,
a bowl, or something, and we're staying away from food.
nice.
It's all from Homestead.
It's
So
all
if you
homestead,
could,
but his wife just goes
so
and
if you
buys.
can send me the list of what you put in your baskets, or in
So
Let's make
the
another Trello board on that.
Trello board on
Gift
closing
basket
We
ideas.
don't do
basket
food.
ideas.
She's been doing like the popular like what is cookbook, like the Chrissy Teigen
Great,
right now
great.
is all like
Yeah,
current,
yeah.
so.
So
everyone
we-
gets
so
a
we should
cookbook.
Jonathan, that's your survival, or that's a gift package?
Trello board
Like,
for
Yeah.
management
use-
plan
I just
ideas and Trello board for
giftbaskets.com
closing gift
and I
basket
send
ideas.
Jonathan, is that your survival package, or is that a gift?
No, that's the fancy gift.
That's a fancy, it looks like
Yeah.
fancy gift, but you were saying, when I looked up, you were talking about survival.
So anyway, so I think we need to give our clients something on closing. I don't think it needs to be worth $500.
I agree.
This is about $60, $70. It's not a big
Same.
deal, but it's,
Same.
but when you deliver that to that person, hand delivered, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I delivered one last night. She was just
Yeah.
over the heels.
Same response.
Yeah,
Exactly
and
response.
she's like, that was the one where I sold her mother's condo, and she's like, you know what? And it was so the mother, the 2 brothers, and her, and she's like, we're all meeting on Sunday. I'll share everyone this basket. So that worked out perfectly. So yeah, Michelle's a big one on must have, and it's whether it's buyer or seller.
The hardest thing to
The
find
seller
is
also gets a gift basket as
The
well.
hardest thing to find is the cellophane.
Michelle buys the big,
Yeah,
huge
I know.
roll that's like this big from a commercial, whatever.
Michael's or one of
Yeah,
those.
I
I
guess.
guess. Married for a long time.
Jonathan, what is that? Is it
They should buy
basket?
it.
What is it?
I think it's like a laundry basket from
Yeah.
HomeSense probably.
Those are great baskets,
You know?
because we
Yeah.
use them
Yeah.
for other stuff.
Yeah.
Or-
We want them to keep something.
Yeah.
That's why we.
So yeah, so that's that. I'm getting there.
Like, like spaghetti.
Yeah. So once again, handwritten birthday cards, kids and clients go out pretty much every morning in the red box. Done every 1 to 2 months at a time. The quarterly newsletter we already talked about. The short printouts. Now we talked about all that. Which is now replaced with Agent Located. We talked about the Home and Garden magazine. We talked about the 2 client parties. Okay, so post sale, the post sale after unit. At the 1 month mark, we're giving them a popcorn letter with movie tickets. Very easy to do. Always get a response. Always fantastic. At the 2 month mark, they're either getting a call or text saying, I would like to come by for a quick visit to catch up and see what you've done to the place. Let me know when would be good for you. Or in the mail, in the snail mail with a tea bag saying it's time for tea. And I would like to come by for a quick visit and catch up and see what you've done with the place. Let me know what works for you. And if they don't contact you at month 3 mark, you make it a priority to call them and make an appointment. And Michelle is just like, if you don't do this, I will kill you. Like, it's so important to her that this gets done.
Jonathan, my timing is 1 month, 2 months.
Yeah,
It's 1 month and then
D
2
is
months,
like
and then if they don't respond
moon.
within after that 2nd month, then you're calling them.
So one month, you do the drop by notice.
No, 1 month is the popcorn with
Yeah.
the movie tickets.
You're gonna give us all this, right, for those of us?
Yeah, he's doing the notes.
I'm doing the notes. I'm getting it right.
Why don't you just give that to them?
Yeah, I can send you this what I've typed out here.
Well, then I've just been typing my little.
No. Okay,
Good practice.
It's practice for you.
You're getting everybody's
Good
input.
practice,
David,
good practice.
Did you get my email? Did you get the email of all those cards?
Just now?
Like, well, like 10 minutes ago?
No, I've been typing.
Yeah, so 2 month is the call or the drop by, sorry, the call or the snail mail with the tea bag,
Yep.
right? And then if they don't follow up, okay, and then the
Yeah.
6 month is a 6 month provider letter.
So service
It
provider
says,
letter?
You know, 6 months already, hi so-and-so. I can't believe it's been 6 months already since you've been in your new home. I hope you're still really enjoying your new home and that everything else is going great in your lives. This letter is to remind you over the last several years I've developed strong relationships with good, reliable, reasonable priced service providers, painters, interior decorators, electricians, plumbers, you name it. I want to help you in any way that I can. Feel free to contact me anytime should you need the contact information for a service provider of any kind. If you have already used any service provider or other business which have referred to you or which you have used independently and are very happy with, please send me a quick note with their phone number so you can up your service provider list. Please stay in touch. All the best. Thank you in advance for introducing me to your friends, coworkers, and family members. We're not keeping you secret. You're real estate consultants for life. So that's the 6-month letter. And then the 1-year letter, that's the popcorn letter.
That's it there. Anniversary, that's it.
That's the 2-year actually. Oh, it's, anyway.
So Jonathan, could you put the 6-month and the 1-year letter in the minutes?
Yes.
So again, this is only.
So the
for-
1 year is them getting a 9-volt battery to remind them to change their
You
smoke
should
alarms.
change that.
And I think it's crap.
Too many people, it's hard.
People
work.
do
Get 'em Zuka.
I think it's crap. So I love ideas on the 1 year touch point. Any
Everybody-
ideas?
Jonathan, everybody gets this, buy or sell, this list, or this is not just advocate, this is everybody.
This is buy or sell, yeah. And it's after unit for anybody who bought or sold, yeah. Well, more so for, no, it's only for bought.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
it's
to
for
be
sold.
moved in.
Yeah, it's for bought. Your buy clients, yeah. So we could talk about that maybe, the 1-year letter, if anyone has a better idea, because I think the 9-volt battery sucks. I think it's nice.
You think it sucks?
I think it's okay,
A
but
lot
it's
of people
not,
are using the ones that are like
They're all hardwired.
tied in with hardwire now and,
I don't think it sucks, but I
yeah,
think,
there's,
I think
there could be
it's-
better.
What
What about if you put something small with it? Would it suck less?
I don't know.
Like a little giveaway, happy anniversary giveaway,
Yeah.
you know,
Plus give-
instead of
plus-
just
plus giveaways.
batteries.
Yeah,
But
they're
LED light
becoming
bulb?
less relevant because the hydro
There's so
code
much
in
stuff.
Ontario has changed. Anything that you do new, and I.
But regardless,
construction,
they can use a 9-volt battery
You
for
have to
anything.
put in a hardwired in every single bedroom, and it's all code connected and what have you. So
Most of our
it's-
clients are downtown
That's
and
with
are
new
on
builds,
old
but-
houses that are
But
hardwired.
you still use batteries for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Just a question of
it's
what.
the idea, right?
Yeah, and it can be anything, I send
I
out
got
these
mine for
things
you.
to my clients, just a little phone, just because I like it.
A Wi-Fi.
It's a card holder on the back of the phone, but it can be anything, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's the idea,
Or these, or even these cutting boards, whatever.
whatever, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
We're getting
What,
cutting boards.
what I used to do, Chuck was
Only
something
needs
else,
10 of us.
we used to send an anniversary card with a cake, with candles burning, and a little gift certificate for $20 off a cake to a local bakery.
Oh, sure. That could work.
You know?
Jonathan,
How about a
we got 2
Wi-Fi?
minutes to finish.
Do a
I'm done, I'm
Wi-Fi
done.
outlet.
Sorry, Dan. Okay, so 2-year, they're getting that negotiated service provider offer on the 2-year letter. And then, so that wraps up the after unit. Any questions?
Really good job.
John, that's a great job. Can you just give me the Cole's notes of the negotiator service provider?
Yeah. So it's right.
And I like that one too.
So basically, it's saying, I'm going to send this out, but it's hard to believe that it's been 2 years since you moved into your address. We hope you are still very happy there and that you're having a great year. At this 2-year mark, most of our clients are at the stage that they're thinking of making some decorating changes. We've negotiated 2 great offers for you. Our recommended service providers that you may be interested in taking advantage of. One was the painting offer, and the other was the interior decorator offer. Have a wonderful summer. Please stay in touch. All the best. Simple. And then, sorry, any other questions?
Pretty
Great, Jonathan.
Do a Wi-Fi outlet. Everybody wants
Wi-Fi
it.
outlet. Okay.
And you can use just one, or you can use 100 of them, it's never enough.
What's a Wi-Fi outlet do?
Smart plug.
Smart
It's
phone.
those ones with the Google.
What do you do with
It's on
it?
your phone, you can say,
You
like,
guys in
turn your
particular
lights on.
should be doing it,
Yeah,
if you're giving
I have
Google
a bunch
Home,
of them.
We have
You can say like, hey,
So it's
Google,
perfect
turn your
for
lights,
your
turn the
1 year.
lights on, turn the Christmas lights on, turn the bedroom lights on,
Mhm.
anything.
You don't
just
have
with
a
the
wired
plug.
outlet.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you're aware, by having any Google Home or Amazon, they're spying on you 24/7.
Yeah.
Who cares?
They're
They're
doing
spying it
it
already with your phone.
You're being
So I just
spied on
wanted-
every
Yeah,
minute.
So just wanted to mention 2 more things. One was Trello. Trello is just awesome. I don't,
What is that?
Trello. It's
That's
a
amazing.
it's a system where you can itemize.
Contact.
You can
Database?
move up and down. You can done, this,
No, I got
that.
it.
But
I
this is
feel
just,
stressed
this is my
looking at
simple
your
to-do
list.
list. So I love labels. Thanks for telling me about labels. Labels are freaking amazing.
Labels are my friend.
So each color represents something, and,
To us.
so if I'm gonna go out and drive somewhere, then I look at all my red labels, because that means I'm driving somewhere, and then I just look at all my red labels, can I hit that on the way to wherever I'm going, right? Green is cottage, light blue is phone call, dark blue is I have to get this done.
Trello, Trello.
Yep, yep. And then orange is work related.
It's free.
Anyway, so this
Are you
has
using
saved,
the free version?
yeah.
And are you linking in with Michelle, inviting her into your board on anything?
Not my to-do board, but we've created advocate plan boards and stuff like that together. But between this and mine and Kevin's do group every week, I've been so efficient and so held accountable because Kevin rocks. And I love do group calls every Tuesday morning. So we have a do group. So do group is where 2 or 3 people. I think 2 is enough though. I mean, we're almost an hour sometimes. I can't even imagine a third person.
Don't tell
coming.
Michelle that.
Well, Michelle only joins us when she's in town. And then
So what is
we
that?
just, so basically we say the best thing that happened that week, or 1 or 2 things, the best things that happened that week, what you accomplished that week that you said you were
Dale.
going to accomplish,
Peter.
and then all the ones that you're going to accomplish. And then you're held accountable to those things that you've said. And I make notes on every meeting, and it's just like,
Rod with caps.
yes, accountability, so I
We
love it.
started it about a year and a bit ago at the Invitational.
Yeah.
fall
How many
Invitational.
people in this group still do it?
Nice,
I tried a couple times and.
nice. It's the best, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Get
And
people
then,
meeting.
Rod's always on holiday.
So,
Well,
so
no,
just a small,
Yeah.
tech update. So the Apple Watch, which I was motivated by Ed to buy it. It's the best, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whoever, I just got it in December.
Change your life.
I bought the one with cellular capability, and it is just so efficient. It's crazy. But I have to say, it's EMF hell. Like I had to buy a second EMF band, a second EMF necklace. I was getting headaches just by wearing this stupid thing.
Wow.
So now when I use it, I pretty much always have cellular and Wi-Fi off, because you don't even need them on for the phone to communicate. Everything's done through Bluetooth on the phone to the watch. So you actually don't need Wi-Fi or data on the actual watch. I just want to make a small note of that because I almost returned it. It gave me such headaches.
The only caution is,
Hmm.
first, because Thomas has it, you have to be careful, because every time your phone rings, you go like this. So we're at an appointment
No,
one
no,
time.
No, you
No,
said,
I know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we're at an appointment one time. That's true. Go like this.
Yeah.
This is the.
Do you need to leave?
That's a good warning.
I see
So,
you
but
can.
I recommend that you guys get the pods with it, or whether you have the phone or not, it's just good to have the pods even with an iPhone. And it's a self-charging case. This is old news, but whoever's not doesn't have one, they're freaking amazing. So basically, you just put the pod in your ear. The calls comes in on your watch. You hit accept. It goes straight to your pod. And the sound,
Wow.
like the noise canceling, is insane.
Yeah.
My Raja was right here, screaming his head off. And I said, "I'm so sorry for my son." What son? I can't even hear him.
Oh,
That's how good these are.
Wow.
Blew me away. They're so comfortable. I don't know they're in my ear anymore.
Yeah,
You only need to use one. I seldom even
Unless you
use my
bend
ear
over,
because it's just more
Mexico.
Bluetooth
just
in your
don't lean
head.
over near
But-
The 2 is more for music, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps, yeah. Or if you're in a high wind area and you need to hear them.
And if you lose one, you can buy one.
Oh,
it's
there you go.
$100.
is that
Yeah.
from experience?
There you
And
go.
they'll sync them.
So, yeah, so anyway,
So
the
don't lean over
watch,
water.
the watch and these are just an absolute
Why?
game changer. It's just because it's so efficient. Like you get a message coming in, and you're just like, yep, dun, 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 dun. It's
As opposed
just
to looking at your phone.
pulling out your phone out of your pocket.
Oh, it's so much time to pull out your phone.
I actually have my phone with
Is that
me
you actually
last.
end up screening.
I'd have to
it.
pull
You get
out
a
my
message,
glasses
and
to
then
read
you
the
know if it's
damn
important or not.
face.
Yeah.
So like, your phone
Well, I
buzzes,
like
you go,
to drive
oh, what was that? You get a message that you don't need to know, it's like, okay, I can
To be
press
honest,
that.
the
It
main
takes
Put
2
mine
seconds,
on
like, you're,
today.
like, it's way more
Do you
efficient.
still carry your phone around?
I don't have the cellular one, because mine's like
So-
Yeah,
so
but
I
not
have
as
to,
much.
yeah.
Like
So-
it's not.
Carry your iPhone.
So for
He doesn't
instance,
have
this
to.
watch, okay, so I leave my phone at the cottage, okay? I go on a 4-hour mountain bike ride, and if it's an important message, I'm gonna know about it. Or my client canceled, I ended up going for a 5-hour bike ride.
Can you call
Like-
back? Can you call from
Absolutely,
back?
yeah. And then I just carry this, I just bring this with me in my bag, and if I have to make an actual phone call, no, you can hear them on this in the forest, it'd be crystal clear.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even need these.
And you're like James Bond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then,
issue on top of the iPhone.
That's
No,
the
no.
draw, right?
No, that was
It's
Dick
still
Tracy.
okay. So my iPhone stays at my cottage, I go biking 5 hours, I only need to watch on, I'm tracking my ride on Strava, I'm getting any call or messages if it's necessary, at any stop, I'll just check my watch. And then, for the summer, I'll be paddleboarding on my lake for 2 hours and swimming, it's completely waterproof.
Yeah.
And I can go on my paddleboard.
Say that
And-
again, I'm wet.
No. So, no, listen, if
Shoots water
if this watch gets wet, then you just turn this clog and water spits out, and you can make a perfect phone call within 1 second.
What do you think? I've never heard the premise of disconnecting.
Oh, for sure. But I like, but the reason why I like this is because I take my little small trips to my cottage, but I still need to kind of be on call. And I got
You
trapped.
actually do it more now.
Yeah, and especially the calendar alerts, they're in your face like this, and they don't go away. And
You need a second cell phone, like the street is.
it's $10 a month, and you get 2 gigs, and you'll never use it.
$10 on top of the phone.
Additional, yeah.
If you negotiate with
With
the
Bell.
you get down to 5. It's the same as like an iPad.
But they give you 2
Yeah,
gigs.
come on, right?
They give you 2 gigs.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And you'll never use it.
Yeah,
but-
okay, guys.
Anyway, so that's that, and then,
Just by the way, there's a brand new set of those phones coming out in a few months.
in a few months, yeah, you could
The
wait.
next generation.
And then,
We're gonna talk more about
semi-autonomous driving vehicle, I cannot get enough. It is such a stress reliever.
What's
The-
that?
My car drives for me, like, it's just the best. It is the freaking best.
What are you talking about?
The car fully drives. I
not
can
quite
go
a
from
Google.
top of DVP to bottom of DVP with just holding the wheel on the wheel, and it does everything.
What?
Yeah,
It turns.
yeah, oh, everything,
Turns.
all the way down to DVP.
Wow.
It's unbelievable, really and truly. And then Apple CarPlay in your car is like a must. It is so efficient.
Oh my God.
And then,
We're using up our bio break time.
oh yeah, and then Open House Pro. Open House Pro, who's using it?
Open Home Pro.
Open House Pro is
Open Home Pro.
Open Home Pro
These
on the
are all things we're
iPad.
gonna have to go into more deeply.
Yeah,
Let's stop
but I want to
now.
have an Open
We will,
Open Home
but
Pro
we're wrecking
on
it
the
now.
iPad.
Because you're shoving
Thank
it
you,
out.
everyone. That was my favorite presentation.
It's
Bio break
another
is
tech
being
session
shortened
week.
from 12 minutes to 2 minutes. On your way.
Yay.
Be fast.
But you've got so much more to say, we need to go deeper at it, especially with the tech stuff.
Oh, and here's our
Okay, well then.
Awesome.
Oh, we discussed.
I don't